The new Conservative leader has to emerge from the same voting system used to elect Stephen Harper over a decade ago. That system has been more than just a process to count ballots.
Thank you.
It was vital to the party's creation, its first leadership race, and its subsequent unity. We'll get to all that, but first, here's how the voting works. Candidates earn points based on their support across Canada's 338 federal ridings. Each riding is worth 100 points, for a total of 33,800 up for grabs. That means the winner has to hit the magic number of 16,901 points to get their required majority.
There has to be a process.
The point system sprang from the original agreement to create the Conservative Party, with progressive Conservatives insisting on regional balance in that first leadership race to counteract a larger Canadian Alliance membership. So it's not one member, one vote. It's the ridings themselves that have equal power, whether there are 5,000 members or, in the case of Nunavut, 51. That means a candidate's all-important point total won't necessarily correspond with their total number of votes across Canada.
Stephen Harper.
Stephen Harper.
15,614.7.
In 2004, Stephen Harper won 56% of the points, even though he had 69% of the total vote. Harper combined big margins across Western ridings with better-than-expected results in Quebec and Southern Ontario. This year, some 259,000 party members were eligible to rank up to 10 candidates using a preferential ballot. If no one has a majority of points after the first place preferences are counted, the last place candidate is removed. Their votes are reassigned to the next preference on the ballot. This process repeats until someone crosses that 50% threshold. Liberals had the same system to elect Justin Trudeau leader in 2013, with the old Tory party using a similar method when Joe Clark won in 1998. But for Conservatives, giving equal treatment to ridings instead of individual votes hasn't been universally popular among members and MPs alike. It's been an issue from the party's very first convention.
It was, as you know, the basis for the merger between the two parties, and so we've got an open wound that has developed here, and the question is, how will the party manage it?
On one side were advocates for giving more power to ridings with the biggest membership lists.
In some riding that only has 20 members, their vote is worth 220 times what one of my members' vote is. It's not fair.
Opposing them were those wanting to keep geographic parity.
A national leader of a national party needs national input.
Defeated? Defeated.
There were attempts at change at other party conventions, and they too failed.
Our principle is based on the electoral system of Canada. Okay, so it means that Quebec, Atlantic Canada, the Arctic, rural ridings are given an equal voice.
So although the point system has remained, what's new this time is the ability to vote by mail. That means even though a few ridings have set up in-person polling stations, most ballots will have been collected long before Friday's candidate showcase, even though none are actually counted until Saturday, when volunteers electronically process up to 24,000 ballots per hour. In the meantime, party members have already taken to social media for some digital lobbying to show off their choices and perhaps sway other Conservatives who are still undecided on their ballot ranking.
This is the first time we've had a leadership race since 2004, so we're going on 13 years. So people are excited, and I think that's reflected in the size of our race as well, with 13 candidates remaining going into the final week.
With that long list of names to choose from, it could take several rounds of counting to produce a majority winner. That means the outcome could hinge on who best positions themselves as someone's second, third, and even fourth or fifth choice. The other factor, of course, is who has the most support in the most ridings, no matter the membership size. It's that combination of ballots and geography that will produce the new Conservative Party leader.